She's the best in the business when it comes to real estate, all things real estate. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning.
You've got top 5 list today.
Yes, I do. Top 5 reasons you should not buy or sell a house without a real estate professional.
All right, here we go. Number 5.
Number 1.
No. Oh,
okay, we can start with 5.
Okay.
Number 5. We have tons of expertise. So having been involved in over 2,000 plus transactions in my years, we've navigated through a lot of hairy situations, curveballs, small and large disasters, and we still managed to get our clients to the closing table over 99% of the time. It's all of those learning experiences that we're able to bulletproof most of our transactions and know exactly what to look for to avoid possible issues.
I often say, if you're going to hire an expert, let the expert be the expert.
Exactly. Plus, there's tons of forms and legalities and all kinds of things that we've got to manage through. Number 4.
Yes.
We have a much wider reach with search power. So you think that you're finding everything online. We have talked about it many times on this show. That is not necessarily the case, especially in this type of market that we've been experiencing.
Right.
There's all kinds of homes that are pre-market that people are able to buy before they hit the MLS. So, but if you're just searching online portals, you're missing a lot of inventory out there that's already sold before you've even known about it.
I think that's huge. We were talking off the air about a house, and you were saying that you were having some sort of some pre-people look at it, which
Yes.
You want to find the houses, and if you don't know where the houses are, you can't look at the house.
You have no idea. So unless you're driving around and you just stumble on it, or somebody
Right.
happens to share something on Facebook,
Needle in a haystack.
there's about I'd say 90% of the houses out there you don't know that are for sale.
Wow.
That you could get into right now and put offers on.
All right, number 3.
Number 3, we have bullish negotiation skills. You know, you get emotionally involved with people when you're trying to be a for sale by owner. People come in and tell you their sob story, or they butter you up, and you start making decisions based on you liked that person, or you have something in common, and you're not necessarily being a strong negotiator because it's hard to do that face to face. You're adversely opposed to each other.
Right.
You're trying to get the highest price, they're trying to get the lowest price. When you have that third party in the middle, we're able to negotiate the best deal for you, and price isn't always everything. So
Right.
we've got to look at what's the chances of you getting to the closing table, and those type of things are really important in the negotiations as well.
Number 2.
Number 2, we are connected to everyone. So networking, not just to find houses, but all of the people that we need to pull into the deals to put out the fires and fix the curveballs and get you the best deal on, your mortgage and your title and your building inspector. Who's good? Who's, sounds
Right.
the alarm? Somebody
Right.
that's going to get you again where you're trying to be.
Right. So
And
if you need a lawn, if you need a roof, if you need
Yeah.
a this, you need a that, you got a plumbing,
We've
whatever.
been around long enough to know who's good and who's to avoid.
Right. Okay.
Lastly, we're your best friend, design consultant, data analyst, therapist, all in one. There is times when you might get caught up emotionally in something where we got to shake you and slap you in the face and say, don't do that. You're not thinking
Right.
straight. It's really more about, it's not just about earning your commission. It's on sales. It's more than sales. It's the whole navigating the transaction from the day you find the house till you close.
I bet you sit down with people and they say, I want X, Y, and Z, and you go out looking at houses and they pick houses that don't have anything they wanted.
Yes, and
you
sometimes
say,
we'll search for months and they say, I absolutely want a ranch, and then we end up buying a 2-story.
Right.
So we are watching all of those little cues when we're out with you, and we are going to start giving you some other options and saying, maybe you ought to consider this, or maybe you ought to consider that, because there's things you don't even think about.
Right.
And there's also, stuff that happens during the transaction that you don't know about unless it's a big deal. We're behind the scenes sweating it
Right.
and stressing out and staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning to fix something that is possibly going to take you in a different direction, so that you don't have to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning sweating it.
ladies and gentlemen, that's why she's the best in the business. Kathy Helbig Group. Download her app. It is a great app from the App Store, 314-276-SOLD, or KathyHelbigGroup.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
7:43, traffic, weather, quick sports in a moment. Big